What's going on, guys? This is Weather Whiplash. In today's episode, we are talking about one of the best annual meteor showers we have. Of course, it's the Perseids. It peaks the night of August 11th into the morning of August 12th. This year, though, we have a big problem. The full moon. We're going to talk about a way to get around that. I have some other viewing tips for you guys, and then we're going to take a look to see if the weather is going to cooperate or not. Stick around. How do you get around the moon? First, though, if you like the content we are putting out, please hit like, please hit subscribe, tell your friends. We talk all things weather and, of course, more on this channel, and we would really appreciate that subscription. On to the shower. So here's the trick around the full moon. The days leading up to the peak may actually be better visually because for at least part of the night, the moon is going to be below the horizon. So while you may not see as many meteors per hour, the show might be better since the moon isn't kind of blocking some of the fainter ones out. Here I'm using Stellarium. It's a free site to kind of locate things in the night sky. I'll post a link to that right in the description. So right now we are looking at Monday night. So this is Monday night, August 8th into the early morning hours of Tuesday morning, August 9th. This is just after local midnight. It doesn't matter where you're watching from. All of this is going to be considered local time. So again, this is called the Perseid meteor shower because the meteors appear to shoot out from the constellation Perseus. So I have that highlighted here just above the horizon after midnight. So we're looking northeast. There is the constellation Perseus. If you're more familiar with what Jupiter looks like in the night sky, you can locate Jupiter and then look in that general area as well. So here's the deal. Again, on the opposite sky for you, there's the moon. That is going to be problematic. So again, we are going to wait for that to set. So right after midnight, still not the best time to go see the meteor shower. Now we're looking just after 3:30. You see the moon there right on the horizon. So that is going down. Again, this year, it's going to take a little bit of dedication if you really want to see this meteor shower because you have to wait until about 3:30, give or take, for things to get really dark. Again, there goes the moon completely under the horizon just after 4 o'clock in the morning. So again, it's the pre-dawn hours of the next couple of nights. Tuesday morning, Wednesday morning, Thursday morning, and then, of course, the peak is early Friday morning, but we have the full moon completely up all night then. Here's a look at where Perseus is now, still obviously in the northeast sky, but higher in the sky. So you're going to see more range of view here for where these meteors appear to be originating from. Again, the constellation Perseus, also have Mars in view, and then again, Jupiter higher in the sky. So again, you're looking in the northeast sky. That's going to be your best bet to really get the full effect of the Perseids this year is going to be the pre-dawn hours of the nights leading up to the peak. In a normal year where there's no full moon and you are away from light pollution, this meteor shower produces 60 plus per hour. So it's one of the best annual meteor showers that we have. Again, the moon is going to be an issue. And that brings me to one of my next viewing tips. Light pollution. In order to get the full effect of any meteor shower, you need to get away from city lights. What I'm showing you now is the All Trails website. It's a hiking app, but in the Pro subscription, you can see where you have light pollution. So this is a very handy tool for a situation like a meteor shower. If you want to go out and get away from the city lights, it is really, really hard to do so on the 95 corridor on the eastern seaboard. Of course, there we have New York. The brighter red colors here, the brighter the color, the more light pollution that you have. Of course, around the big cities, you have a lot of it. Getting out as far away from those lights is critical. One of the best places to do so is in Utah. One of my favorite states. Of course, you see around Salt Lake City, maybe not so much, but really eastern Utah. I see Angels Landing popping up there. It's the hiking app again. Great trail, by the way. Great state to hike in. Great state to see the night sky. There's a couple of very dark places. Again, Capitol Reef National Park, Natural Bridges, National Monument. You see there's hardly any lights in southeast and eastern Utah, western Colorado for that matter. And if you haven't been there, highly recommend checking out Utah. If you're going on a hike, or if you're going to see the night sky, fantastic place to go. So none of what we talked about matters if there are clouds in the sky. So what I'm showing you here is a computer forecast from pivotalweather.com. Again, if you are interested in looking at the weather, some of the different models that are out there, I'll post a link to this website in the comments as well. Nonetheless, here is the model forecast, at least one model representation of where we could have clouds after midnight on Tuesday morning. So here we go. We're looking at the blue color. That represents the thick cloud cover. So really some bad viewing in West Florida, really through much of the deep south and southern plains. Washington State, Montana looking great. Talk about dark skies. Also into North Dakota, Minnesota, South Dakota, through Nebraska, parts of Utah. We just took a look at, we have a lot of dark skies there. And on right along the west coast as well, skies are expected to be on the clear side as well. Now moving into the pre-dawn hours of Wednesday, we're having some issues in the western part of the United States, in the Intermountain West through Idaho, getting into Montana now, into the desert Southwest. So viewing becomes pretty nasty in that part of the country. Still looking pretty good, though, in the upper Midwest. Wisconsin looking good, into parts of northern Illinois. Still some issues in the deep south, into parts of South Florida as well. We have more breaks in the clouds Wednesday morning in parts of the Northeast. But again, you're going to have to get rid of that light pollution. So we have to talk about what the peak morning is going to look like. Again, the full moon up all night. It's going to take away some of those fainter meteors, but the bright ones will still shine through. You still need the clear skies, though. So here's the deal. On the peak, there are a lot of clouds now moving back into the upper Midwest. So Minnesota, the Dakotas for the most part, maybe the Black Hills looking okay. And then as you get into parts of the plains, we have improved things a little bit. Also in the Pacific Northwest, cloud cover pretty much non-existent on Friday morning. More clouds, though, still pushing back into the extreme deep south, into Florida. Parts of the Northeast also still looking clear for you on peak morning. If you're heading out to try to see this meteor shower, please let me know in the comments. If you have any other tips, post those as well, or places you like to go to watch any meteor shower. You don't need any equipment to see this. Just grab a blanket, maybe to put it on the ground, and just look up. That's all you need to do. Binoculars or a telescope really block your whole point of view, so you want to make sure you're seeing as much of the night sky as possible. And of course, being patient. You want to wait about 15 minutes outside. Your eyes need to adjust to the change in the light. Let your eyes adjust and then just hang out. You might see a spurt of meteors and then things go quiet for a little bit of time. It's all about patience and determination this time around, but the payoff is going to be a great one. Thanks for tuning in to this edition of Weather Whiplash. If you like the content, please like, please subscribe. We'll catch you next time.